I'm sure everyone in their life has at least one person that they can count on or rely on, or at least that is a hope for anyone. Because with this one person, you can lean on them, get support. If you're going through a rough time or they're going through a rough time, you're there for each other. And it doesn't have to be a parent or someone in your family. It could be, a really good friend. And really, that's what this song is about. And it's basically split into two parts. The first is kind of a tribute to that whole concept of having one person in your life who's really there for you and you can count on and trust and all that. And the second part is really, it's more, it's almost like what is the word I'm looking for? Just, you're kind of thinking, your mind kind of being at ease, and just, it's very open, it's very therapeutic. It's kind of, the other half of, this relationship. The one part is like the support and the consoling. The other half is just kind of like being there in each other's company and knowing, and, knowing this in your mind, and like, there's no words to describe it. And that was my thought with the other half of the song. Reasons is a very odd song, but it has a lot to do with where we are right now in the world, believe it or not. There's no lyrics per se, and it's not in another language either. It's the same concept as Beyond Hope, except I didn't reverse my vocals for this track. I just, strung a bunch of words together. As odd as that sounds, it's basically just what came out. I just, hit record, did a take or two, and, whatever came into my head, what I felt at that time, I felt it needed to be realistic in that sense. And the premise of the song is basically, it has to do with the environment and just how much we have kind of wrecked this world. And really, if I've thought about this a lot, if I were to make, like, say, a music video or something, when I have a budget for that, I'd want it to be, it's about basically, it's kind of out there, but, aliens coming down from, wherever they are, from their planet, coming down to Earth, and, obviously they don't really understand our way of life, but at the core level, they understand what we're doing. We're killing each other, we're destroying the environment, and so, like, in their own way, they're like, what the heck is this? And while it may be very violent, what they do is they decide to basically clear off the human race and start anew, with their own race, and then also, like, inbreeding with maybe like a few humans or something. That's taking that premise to a whole nother level. And while some of that may sound graphic, my idea with the video would be kind of like a PSA almost in music video form of, wake up, we gotta like fix this environment type of deal. And so, it's quite different from the rest of the album in the sense that it's not something that's really personal directly with me, but it's something I strongly believe in, more relevant to, say, symbols, where it's a world social kind of event, or, along those lines, and, things I need to change to make this world a better place. The last track, appropriately titled The Closing, again, it has to do with relationships, with things going in your life that are bogging you down, stressing you out, and you can't deal with it anymore, and you just want to run away. But you can't always do that. But you know, I mean, one could take the song literally, but my I guess the way I wanted to do it was that, you know, in your mind you kind of run away. You start a new chapter, not running away from your problems, but, you know, like kind of starting a new life and dealing with your problems, but in a new way, you know, not being stuck in the past, not being stuck with all this animosity and anger and everything, but kind of going towards the light. And it was really how I wanted to end the album on, like, and musically that was my idea too, to kind of be, you know, pushing towards a new light, a new goal. And it kind of proceeds towards my next album, which full length won't be available for a while, but I am working on an EP. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically a small album. I know it's going to be a while before I do a full length, so I'm going to, you know, record 2-3 songs, put them together on an album, you know. For maybe a few weeks I might have it available for free. I'm not sure about that, but you know, I hope you have enjoyed listening to my album, and for people who haven't bought it, please do, and, you know, 40% goes to charity. So thank you.